presentation of the National Football League.
Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia
On the Giants sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. Across the field, head coach Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And here we go on EA Sports. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Hurts on first down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Devontae Smith. After making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, it looks like the 27 on that completion. Coming to the line for another first and 10. It's Hurts once again. Gets everything he has under this one. Intercepted in the end zone. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Giants will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up.
And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Pro right side is caught by Robinson. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tracy. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they will be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. 1st and 10 from the 32. First give of the game to the East Carolina Pirates. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on a quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Drew Phillips making the tackle. 2nd down now. They need 7.
2nd and 7. The Giants 40-yard
From the pistol, here's Shipley. And he's quite good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Throw right side, caught by Smith. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down.
Great, set. Yep.
Well, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
On third down, it's Hurts. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And it looks like the Giants got to that one. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
You just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. The Giants are set to punt. Has it at the 37. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Hurts looking to throw. This one finds Gus. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds the in route complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. He dodged the tackle. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
First and 10.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Dart. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Now go play action. Here's Dart. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Third and long for him here. Throw left side, complete. Looked great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down. On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Headed out right. Oh, he's going for it again.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Dart from the pistol. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Jahan Campbell makes the play. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why playing this position, you've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away. That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
3rd and 1.
Great, set.
Sending the tight end in motion left. They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
For an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Design keeper here for Hurts. Jukes away from one. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly,
and he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
On play action with Dart. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. First down from the 42. Darts out of the shotgun. Cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Darts looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. We'll have a little, not a lot. Fall to about the 25. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Dart gonna throw again. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knocked it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
That's another Giants first down. A gain of 14. First down, Giants.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. On the sneak, here's Dart. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Giants cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 7.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's keeping it. Now he Hurts fumbles. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. All set now. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. At Ford Field in Detroit, the Lions at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Packers. And this is Jameson Williams. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Lions wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Lamar Jackson. He'll look for his veteran tight end, Mark Andrews, touchdown. The Ravens are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Joe Burrow. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Bengals move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
First half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Up to the left side, finds Johnson. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
And the Giants at first down.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He finds Neighbors right side. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Dart. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Third down here, need 8 on the play. to the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Tracy on 1st down. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's whole bum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw, here Starks. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Third down now. Here's Starks. Short pass brought in. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They send a tight end in motion. They'll go to the option on 2nd down. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss. It's really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Great, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
The 41-yard line.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
So first down from the 41. Back-to-back carries here. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Trimmer.
He's hanging on to this one on the second down option. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Has a hole left, room to run. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting Pater in the third. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. New York to the line. First and 10. Now go play action. Here's Dart. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 18.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
A handoff to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Gotta figure out this third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. punting unit out now. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No touch. 180.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing here, Hurts. He beams one, deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Gets him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They send a man in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
That's incomplete on 2nd down. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Formation for the Eagles.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you...
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Now Hurts. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive.
Good.
From the pistol, Hurts. And he's scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a fourth quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Play action with Dart. He's got a man left, and he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Darts out of the shotgun.
First down, New York.
Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
That's another Giants first down.
Dart gonna throw again. Buys time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Looking slant route complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up on 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Giants down by 7. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Give the Scatterboo here on the zone read. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like
touchdown, New York. The Giants cut it to a point late in this one. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Here he is to throw. Avoids the sack. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
4 yards on the
Setting up to pass.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
At the Giants' 16-yard line.
They give it to him again. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Looking to throw it. Smith brings in another one. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he breaks the tie. That's going to win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. One final shot here. Flushed out now to his left. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. Here he goes, one final shot. And that is incomplete. They got the look they needed, but no luck. This game's over. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.